It was clear pretty quickly that this would be a house that would make us very happy.
For Witten Contracting's first full home remodel, we are hired by a real estate investor to lead the renovation of a historic home on Ann Arbor's Old West Side. While the house had good bones, it was clear from the first walkthrough that this would be a complete gut renovation. From significant water damage to cracking walls and ceilings, there were new challenges at literally every turn. Working with our client, the Witten team developed a project plan that would address the house's significant structural issues while reimagining it as a luxury home. Our turnaround strategy focused on three priorities. First, we wanted to retain and salvage as many existing elements as possible. This was important from a budget and historical preservation standpoint. Our work here included restoring the kitchen's original wood floors and salvaging the home's existing garage, working strategically to correct significant sagging and rot. The second part of transforming the house involved complete wall and ceiling repair. In many instances, the extent of the plaster damage was severe enough to require removal and rebuilding of segments of wall. Finally, our turnaround plan aimed to transform this outdated home into a luxury residence. This included building out an entirely new bathroom to create a primary suite and reimagining the house's floor plan to create distinctive living spaces. Further, we added elevated fixtures and finishes throughout the home, creating a striking and expansive kitchen and elevated bathrooms with carefully selected tile. The house was barely on the market before finding its new owners.
I'm a sucker for character, but with character often also come problems, right? So we were sort of debating how we could hit the right middle ground between having character, but also a house that was functional and not falling apart around us.
We liked the curb appeal immediately. And then coming in the front door, just the way that the house was open, yet had individual living spaces. It just seemed to be a perfect layout right from the moment you come in the front door.
But you could also tell that it was completely redone on the inside in a way that really respected the original style of the house.
All the things that need to be modernized in an older home were done and done clearly well. We can enjoy the era of the house and yet have all of the modern functions.
I mean, it's sort of weird to have one of your favorite rooms of a house to be the bathroom, but there's a half bath down here, and I love the tile. It has a sink, a porcelain sink in there that stands on these chrome feet. Everything just sort of works in there. It wasn't difficult to figure out how to turn this into like a warm and inviting place. I contacted Gavin and, just to ask him who had done the plumbing work and to get some advice on how to potentially deal with what seemed like a pretty minor issue, and he offered to come out and take a look and fix it. I just thought that was super nice. He was under no obligation, and you could tell how important this house was to him.
He's probably not your guy if you want to cut corners and slap things together. The problem is he's done such good work, there really isn't much work to be done.